Maturing is realizing that not everyone's going to like you. And that's honestly okay. Maturing is also getting to a point where it doesn't really affect you that much. I mean, if it does, no harm in it. We're humans, we feel shit, but not like you're not going to please everybody. You're not going to be for everybody, especially if it's the way you are as a person. Or if it's like for no seemingly apparent reason or something in the dynamic of like an interaction or like friendship changes or whatever like that. So I have a few examples of kind of what I mean by this just from my own experiences, which I made a video about this recently. Um, I used to be a bit of a people pleaser, just a teeny tiny bit. I'm lying. I used to be a people pleaser. Like I feel like I still do now in a way care what people think, but I don't like bend over backwards for people anymore just to keep them around because I want a little company and attention and like companionship. Especially if they're not reciprocating anything to me. So I'm not going to be actively trying to make an effort if you're not making an effort for me. If anything, it's like at this point, I just realize that this person's not meant to be in my life. I am not someone who they like see like that or they want to get to know. That's fine. Like they probably already have people that they talk to consistently. Just like I already have people I talk to consistently. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But when it comes to people like liking you or trying to get people to like you, it's like not everyone's going to. My personality doesn't really show on this channel because I feel like I'm more calm and collected talking about some of these things and ranting about other things. But under this voice that you're hearing is like I can't even explain it. I You have to be there to know. You just have to know me to know. Being weird in a good way and like making jokes, all kinds of things. That's just me. That's just always been me. I remember in high school when I was in band, there was a girl who was friends with some of my other friends at the time. They were in a different section than I was. I was in the saxophone section, they're in the flute section. And I followed this girl on Instagram and whatnot, and I don't remember if I had ever texted her and whatnot, or ever really had a conversation with her or anything on during like through Instagram. But I was around her like quite a bit because if you've ever been in band, especially a marching band, you know you're busy. You're a busy fucking bee. You kind of never have time on your hands. But something I vividly remember about this person, she was like an upperclassman as well, is I remember, and I don't be doing these anymore, they're kind of stupid. Like on Instagram where you put like an emoji or a number and then the person like will say how they actually feel about you or stupid shit like that and they have to be honest and all that stuff. I don't do that anymore. I remember her responding to my emoji or whatever I put in the like the free response thing. Don't remember it verbatim, but I remember like she says she honestly found me annoying. And I was like to be honest with you, I could feel it. Was I expecting that response straight up though? No, I was not. But I feel like I had a feeling that she did not like me maybe as much as my other friends that we like our other mutuals liked me because I was more friends with them than I was with her. But we were in proximity to each other because extracurricular, same extracurricular. But I remember her saying that and I was like taken aback a bit. Like I was like, maybe even a little offended. Like, you don't like I'm annoying? And I think I responded to and saying, "Oh yeah, I kind of expected that." Like I said that directly to her. It's like I've realized over time it's like she is one person. Yeah, she might be other people out there who may find me annoying, but there's still people who actually like being around me. There's people who like my personality. There's people who like my energy. There's people who like my quirkiness and my weirdness and all that stuff. And, they don't find it annoying or I haven't gotten that vibe off of them. It's like, it did take me aback. It did make me feel some kind of way. I was like a fucking freshman in high school and she was like a senior. I realized, like, okay, she's one person. We don't even talk like that. She doesn't even know me like that. Maybe she knew me a little better, but I'm not for everybody. Maybe she doesn't like quirky and weird people, whatever, that's okay. But I have people who like me for who I am and stick around for that. And that even goes to like now. Like there are people who told me I'm a breath of fresh air. And like I don't get that a lot, but being told that you're a breath of fresh air is honestly a fucking compliment. That's like one of the best fucking compliments. Like, dang, like that kind of tells you that you stand out in a way from the other people that they've interacted with. Like, you're doing something right. So, yeah, like, not everyone is going to fuck with your personality or the way you are as a person. And I mean, like, the decent qualities and good traits. Not if you're a piece of shit. That's understandable if you don't fuck with that. But if you're just like who you are and it's like nothing really bad, but people don't like that, that's okay. Another example that I have is one of my ex-best friends. Now, this ex-best friend and I, our lore spans 2.5 years, just about. It's a crazy story. But this is someone that I really cared about and met around freshman year, maybe like a little bit of sophomore year of high school. And, I really cared about this dude, like genuinely. Just like I would with any of my other best friends. As we went through our issues and over time, I definitely realized that he did not respect me as a person. And I especially realized that, I mean, it's crazy that I realized it way later, kept giving him chances because it's like, especially we were in a group dynamic. And I feel like when you're in a group and you don't like somebody, it feels like, and you don't have to, of course, there's no obligation, but it feels like you kind of have to make peace with that person because you like being in this group or everyone else is cool with them. And then you start questioning yourself, thinking, are you overreacting? Anyway, we had our issues. We kind of patched things up at one point. But what I realized in the end is that I don't know why, but I feel like there was a resentment towards me potentially. And it might have been built up in what we had gone through before, maybe. But the way that my last interaction was with this person, it was an argument. He threw something in my face that he knew as my, at that time, ex-best friend was very like personal to me. You don't do that to people that you fuck with. You don't do that to people that you fuck with. You do that to people that you don't like. It really hurt at the time. Like, it really, really hurt. Like, even though I considered him an ex-best friend, it's like, I felt like we had gotten through a lot of stuff and we were like pretty cordial and stuff. And, some people are going to show it. They're going to show that they don't like you and they will take things like the personal things that you told them, or they will take like the things that will hurt you the most to bring you down because they don't fuck with you like that. You think that they did, but they didn't. Now, one could say, oh, he probably showed his true colors before. Oh, boo-hoo. Yeah, but hey, life lessons. This was fucking high school. You're gonna blame a fucking high schooler for this shit? Fuck you. Anyway. Last example is like people online. Now, I have been online for a long time. When you talk to people online, it's like a whole nother realm. I feel like more online chatting with people because me socializing in real life is kind of a struggle for me. So doing it online is easier 70% of the time. Very recently, I was in like an online group. I found a group that I actually fucked with. Like, easier for me to open up online than it is to do in real life. And I was like, acting like myself, quirky self, vibing with people, getting to know people. Like, it was like my daily, little sanctuary. And I'm like, dang, like I'm happy. I found a new little home, I found people that I like. The person who owned this online group did not like me. I am someone who overanalyzes things. Like, I overanalyze text messages a lot. I don't know if it's because like I'm an overthinker. I don't know if it's because I'm a linguist and I really look at the little details and shit, but sometimes I feel like I can sense things in text messages that others don't, and especially tone. And I say tone is like a bit of a murky water because tone can be like, it's hard to interpret certain things through text online. And people will interpret those things differently, especially tone. Tone is hard to detect. This is why I feel like when like you see like a basic question in a comment section, you think it's like harmless, but then people respond to it thinking it was sass. It can go a lot of different ways. But with the owner of this online group, there were times where we interacted with each other and I felt like something was off. Like the way that she was talking to me was disrespectful, or like she was trying to be intentionally rude. Now, because I was online and because tone is hard to detect, and I do feel like, yeah, sometimes I do look into things a little too much. I'm like, maybe this is not the case. Maybe like I'm looking into a little too much. There are other times that she was like pretty nice to me. So I'm like, maybe it wasn't that big of a deal. It was a weird back and forth. Like one moment, she was nice to me. The next moment, I got attitude. And I did not really sense this with other people on the time. It was mainly me. I did see it with people at other times, but it's just like I felt targeted in a way. I didn't know what was up with this. And like, she got mad at me for, like, the dumbest reason. She got mad at me because I didn't see a question that she had posted in the group. She was, like, asking me directly, "Why didn't you answer the question?" I'm like, "What question? I didn't see a question. What are you talking about?" And she called me slow and a stupid ass for not seeing her question. It's not that serious, girl. It really is not that serious. It's a question. I didn't see it. If you want me to see it that bad, go copy and paste it, go reply to it, go reference it, and then maybe I'll answer it, but I didn't see it. But you're gonna call me slow and stupid for that? That's a little much. I'm not gonna take that disrespect. Now, one might be like, well, why didn't you just leave the group? I'm like, first of all, yeah, she's the owner. Yeah, it seems like we're having issues, but like, I like everyone else in here. I'm not gonna let that ruin my time in here, right? So if anything, I just ignored her. I'm not gonna talk to someone who disrespects me. I'm not gonna take that. Like I'm not gonna take someone who's like wishy-washy with me. Like one moment you're nice, one moment you're mean. Like that's too much. Too much mental gymnastics. I'm not working with that. So I didn't interact with her. I interacted with everybody else. And maybe that was immature of me to do, but I feel like she noticed that and she didn't like that, especially like when people would respond to me and not to her. So I was still like interacting. And basically, by the end of this whole thing, a couple more things happened that I won't really talk about. But basically, I got banned. I got banned from this online group for no reason. Never broke any rules. Never harassed anybody. I never harassed her. Like, because she did not like me, she kicked me. And like I said, I could sense it. I could sense it. I could feel it. And yeah, I tend to doubt my intuition. I need to stop fucking doing that. If anything, I was waiting for it to happen, if anything. And when it happened, I wasn't shocked, but at the same time, I was just like, wow, that is crazy. So because this person did not like me in their group and I wasn't even a problem, or she saw me as a problem, she kicked me. I never broke any rules. I was like cool with everybody, whatever like that. But it's the sole fact she did not like me. Could I be wrong? Yeah. Do I give a shit to know? Fuck no. Once again, it's just me realizing that not everyone's going to like you. Now, if anything, I feel like her banning me protects my peace because it kind of stops me from having to actively ignore somebody. Like I said, maybe I'm immature for that, but it's like she's the only issue. Like everyone else I'm cool with. So I don't want it to ruin my fun. Not everyone's going to like you. And I'm like, that's okay. That's cool. And yeah, there's still some ways that I feel like I think about what people think about me because I'm just an overthinker type. But at the end of the day, you have people who will fuck with you and you have people who will consider you and respect you. And then you have people who won't. And you have to cut out the people who won't or disregard the people who are straight negative or y'all aren't compatible. And you can't always take it personally because there's plenty of people out there who are compatible with us. So just because someone says that they don't like you, just because someone like throws something in your face to hurt you, just because someone like shows in their actions and their words that they don't like you, it has nothing to do with you. Like it may sound like kind of like contradictory, like how does that have nothing to do with you when it's directed towards you? It has nothing to do with you because you're not the problem. So you just have to focus on the people who will come down the line and keep those people close because you want that positivity in your life, not that other bullshit. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you relate to anything that I said, maybe you didn't relate to anything that I said, let me know. Have you ever been through anything like this? Have you ever felt like you felt bad that people didn't like you at one point? Do you care if people like you or not? Or how did you change your perception from that? That's it for this video. And until the next one, whatever I talk about.